while you're in it, but soon as you start to step out of it, you start to find that the devil starts coming. You ain't heard from them in God knows how long. But all of a sudden, when I made up my mind that I'm going to be free, the devil steps on the scene and says, why are you untying me? But I want to answer that question for you this morning. If the devil, if the enemy, if your friends, if your homeboys, if your homegirls, if your sister girls, whoever they are inquiring why you have been untied, I want them to know that it's because you have an appointment with the King. I slap somebody high five and tell them, I've got an appointment. Don't you make me late for my appointment. No, get out my way. I got an appointment with the King. You should have seen all the hell I had to go through. Oh, but I ain't gonna sit here no more. But I'm gonna be free today. I'm gonna get untied today. I came to preach. I know you're mad at me, but I came to untie you today. I came to tell you, come up out of it. You have an appointment. You have an appointment. Jesus makes clear, mother, that he has the authority. He makes it clear that what's been holding you, even though it is perceived to own you and define you, it does not. Why, Reverend Johnson? Let's look at the text, because if they own it, but Jesus can free it, then the thing that thought it owned you never really owned you at all. Tell somebody, I'm God's property. No, tell somebody else, I'm God's property. That's why you better be careful the way you handle me. You better be careful not to disgust me, because you'll crash. Because I have an appointment with the King, and I belong to God. I'm God's property. Devil, you thought you was going to make me late for my appointment, but I came to tell you your God's property is loaded. You are the head and not the tail. You are the lender and not the borrower. You are above and not beneath. Tell somebody I'm God's property. Yeah. You got to get your hands off me, You can't touch me, You can't be in my presence, because I belong to God. Yeah, I belong to him. And so they release him.
You might as well preach.
Into the custody of Jesus. Not clear why Jesus chooses this cult. There have been other cults groomed for a moment that's prestigious, such as this. But you didn't know that while I was tired, I was looking through the window. The Bible says the disciples, when they opened it, the cult was right by the door waiting, knowing that it had an appointment, oh, yeah, you watched me struggle. You watched me struggle. Oh, but God says, I'm going to free you right in front of your owners. I'm going to free you right in front of the thing that watched you struggle. I'm going to prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Yeah, I'm not dismissing my enemies. God's going to do it right in front of you. Mother, I didn't really learn how to love my enemies until I realized they were my footstools. When I found out my enemies were my footstools, I started kissing them and hugging them. I started sowing seed into them, because I found out God's going to do it right in front of you. You can talk about me if you want to. He's going to do it right in front of you. Just like that. If you ask me, that's kind of gangster. That's real. God says, I don't care what's watching you. I don't care the faces you make. I'm going to perform it right in front of them. Why didn't they come when the owners weren't there? It says no. Do it in front of the owners. Do it in front of the thing that think it defines you. Do it in front of the thing that thinks you can't do it without them. I'll free you right in front of your devil. Right in front of that demonic presence. I'll free you. In front of family members that said you was never going to be nothing. I'll free you. I'll free you in front of creditors that denied you. I'll free you. You don't hear me preaching this morning, but I'm preaching to you. I'll free you. Somebody say freedom. Freedom. million times. And I never realized that the cult had an appointment with Jesus. Cult didn't know when he was coming, but knew I'm not meant to be bound.
Yes, yes.
I'm not meant to be tied up.
My God.
That's why you're frustrated where you are, because you're not meant to be tied up. You're not meant to live in the box they've created for you and told you had to do it like your daddy did it, and you got to be just like your mama and them. No, you're not meant to be tied up. I'm meant to be free.
Yes.
I'm meant to rise to the occasion. I'm meant to gallop with the best of them. That's who I am. Tell somebody, you got to know who you belong to in this season. You got to know your identity. You can't let the enemy make you late for your appointment. So the Bible says, Antoinette, that the cult is released into the custody of Jesus. Jesus has to go into Jerusalem. But he says, I need the cult to do it. I need the one that's been overlooked. I need the one that's never been tried. I need the one that's not tainted. I need the one that's not churchy. Dean Krosky, he doesn't choose cults that have been written before, because if you learn about horses and donkeys, when they get used to hearing certain voices, that's the voice they respond to. He says, I'm not choosing the ones that have already decided the master that they're going to serve. I want the ones that are pure, that are innocent, that haven't been tainted by politics, that haven't been tainted by church culture that says you can come to church on Sunday, but you can live like hell Monday through Saturday. Those are who I'm looking for. That's who I'm going to choose. And so we find Jesus waiting on the colt. The Bible says that they release the colt into Jesus' custody. The Bible says that they began to throw cloaks onto the colt. They began to lay clothes before the colt so that every step can be covered. You do understand that Jesus will place you in a position that you didn't think you deserved, just so that you would know that your step